Hello, good afternoon everyone. In this occasion, I will knowing you about the sustainable urban agriculture. Before we start it, let me introduce myself. My name is Zannuba Kamilia Chofsoh. My ID number is H3H119286. Okay, let's start. First, we can learn about the definitions of urban agriculture and sustainable agriculture. What is urban agriculture? Urban agriculture is a part of local food system where food is produced within an urban area and marketed to consumers within that area. That means urban agriculture is the growing and raising of plants and livestock in or near metropolitan area. Urban agriculture can range from backyard or balcony gardens. Meanwhile, sustainable agriculture is a type of agriculture that focuses on producing long-term crops and livestock while having minimal effects on the environment. Sustainable agriculture is using farming practices considering the ecological cycles. This contributes to the growth of nutrition and healthy food as well as brings up the standard of living of the farmer. So, sustainable agriculture is a method to improve ecological resilience and meet urgent food needs. Sustainable urban farming, improving distribution of urban produce nutrition food to make it more accessible and affordable for urban populations and to minimize on-farm food waste. Next, sustainable factor. Urban agriculture integrates three main principles of sustainability. First, environmental health. Sustainable urban agriculture is supportive of environmental health in that it requires low input of water and low to no use of fertilizers and pesticides. Second is economic profitability. Sustainable urban agriculture reduces transportation costs of shipping between local producers to local market. And the last is social wellness. Sustainable urban agriculture provides opportunities for social interactions and individual recreational opportunities. Okay, next, types of sustainable urban agricultural system. There are many types, like first is wall building. Refer to practicing sustainable urban agriculture indoors in building. The buildings can be unused buildings that are retrofit to grow sustainable urban agriculture produce under artificial and or natural lighting conditions primarily for commercial sale. The second is rooftop. Refers to growing sustainable urban agriculture produce on structural and suitable and accessible rooftops in urban areas. Three is wall structure. Refer to a structurally sound on interior wall that is suitable and available to grow types of agriculture climbing and pot plants such as tomatoes, grapes, pepper, and finning pea plants. Okay, the fourth, commercial or communal greenhouse. Refer to greenhouse produce of sustainable agricultural products on a small communal to large commercial scale. These structures can be homemade with recycled material for communal use or large scanning using prefab construction methods for commercial use. The five is patio pots. Refer to growing vegetables and fruits in small pots in limited space such as patios for recreation and private consumptions. The last is wall hangers. Refer to a system of plants in pots fastened to exterior or interior walls and connected to a constructed irrigation or feed pipe-sized system. The next is the future of sustainable urban agriculture. First is a mulberry dike fish pond model system of China. The mulberry dike fish pond model system of China provides a clear demonstration of a symbiotic environmental relationship between water and landscape ecosystem. This fish pond complex is a system developed by farmers in the Pearl River Delta regions of China to make a full use of available land and water resources present in and close to crowded rural communities. This model is an integrated ecosystem that brings into full play the productive potential of humans and their environment and promotes the different branches of agriculture. The mulberry duck species Rapon model was first developed in 6th century in China during the late Ming Dynasty in the Pearl River Delta. The mulberry duck fish pond complex contains two interrelated systems of dike and pond. The dike is the land of ecosystem for the growth of the mulberry trees. Where areas the pond is the water ecosystem consisting of fish and aquatic plants. The mulberry leaves are fed to the silkworms whose extra area used as a fish food, and the fertile pond mud consisting of fish excreta, organic matter, and chemical elements is brought up from the bottom and used as manure for the mulberry trees. The pond mulch is rich in organic metals and nutrients. When placed on the dike where the mulberry trees are planted, the pond mulch decomposes and fertilizes the mulberry trees. The second is vertical farms. Vertical farms is a pioneering idea that enables food to produce environmentally friendly and in large quantities directly in metropolitan areas. It's a kind of indoor farming in vertical greenhouse. For this purpose, multi-story built physical farm scrapers are grown on level one above the other. This building usually comes with a circular economy as well as a hydroponic. This enables resource saving and year-round productions. And with the vertical farming, vegetables can be produced anywhere in the world in a space-saving manner and regardless of the climate. This is not only intended to meet the growing need for food, but also to relieve traditional agriculture. Long transport routes are also eliminated and thanks to the circular economy, there are reduced CO2 emissions. Opponents, on the other hand, see vertical farming more as unnatural agriculture. In particular, artificial light and the associated energy requirements are often the focus of criticism. The third is a food forest. A food forest, also called an edible forest garden, is a cultivation method that is inspired by a natural forest system and inhabits a large number of plants ranging from vegetable and berry bases to big fruit trees. Food forests benefit from the symbiotic interplay of the different plants and thus offer a large variety of crops without the need for intensive maintenance. On the one hand, a food forest rewards its creators with many advantages. Similar to natural forests, human interventions can be reduced to a minimum because the system is mainly self-regulating. With the well-designed system, also the harvesting process is not necessarily more time-intensive than in monoculture. One uh, on a smaller scale, where a food forest is mainly used for self-sufficiency, the variety of products supports a healthy and balanced diet. On a large scale, this variety of products spreads the financial risk across many types of income opportunities by breaking the dependency on one crop only. In addition, in the positive impact of cultivations led by food forest principles goes far beyond personal advantage. It does not just enrich the local biodiversity of plants, but by creating a natural habitat, it also increases the diversity of animals, especially insects. Farming in a food forest can kickstart and facilitate process to save and recreate endangered ecosystems. Furthermore, as the agriculture and uh, farmer. As the enriched soil, the organic matter, and the plants keep humidity and bring shape of a food forest has an enormous impact on balancing the microclimate. Uh, Thinking big, the widespread use of a food forest principle in agriculture could lead to a considerable effect on the climate. Okay, next, last but not least, the impact of urban sustainable agriculture. There are many positive and negative effects of urban sustainable agriculture. The advantage is first, save energy for future. Modern agriculture is heavily dependent on non-renewable energy sources, especially petroleum. Sustainable agriculture systems have reduced the need for fossil fuels or non-renewable energy sources, and a substitution of renewable sources or labor to the extent that is economically feasible. And the second is control of air pollution. Agriculture activities affect air quality by smoke from agricultural burning, dust from tillage, traffic and harvest, pesticide drift from spraying, and nitrous oxide emissions from the use of nitrogen fertilizer. In a sustainable agriculture, there are options to improve air quality by incorporating crop residue into the soil, using appropriate levels of tillage and planting windbreaks, cover crops or strips of native perennial grasses to reduce dust. The third is social equity. Practicing sustainable agriculture techniques also benefit workers as they are offered a more competitive salary as well as benefits. They also work in a human and fair working conditions, which include a safe work environment, food, and adequate living conditions. The fourth is a biodiversity. Sustainable farms produce a wide variety of plants and animals, resulting in biodiversity. During crop rotations, plants are seasonally rotated, and this results in soil enrichment, prevent of disease and pest outbreaks. Besides the advantage, urban sustainable also have any disadvantage, such as limited use of land, short of shelf life, and then a less fertile land. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Bye. See you on the next time.